That's good news. And the bad news is for those who love those jargon, they need to get cooled down a little bit.
Thank you.
In this session, you don't need too much your brain. You just need to use your eyes and ears. That's good enough. You know? And also, we really thanks Dr. Santelli invite Alan and me coming from the Beijing, China to attend this very powerful meeting talking about all the things is outside of our Earth and talking about space-time, talking about universe, cosmic, those kind of things. And we are very down to the earth people, so we want to talk about it. MagneGas, how can it be applied to our daily life to affect our life quality and to have our everyday is full with green and low carbon lifestyle. And also I found Dr. Santelli has put a lot of wisdom into the meeting arrangement since I kept talking about yin and yang. So he put this session called New Energy and Engineering session with me as a yang here and have a Dr. Yin over there. So it's a yin and a yang put in the same session to have more.
I can tell you that the yang is male, yin is female. Chinese calendars.
So that's a very good example of how the isodual state has been performed in the daily life, you know, in the real life. And earlier in the lunchtime, Dr. Santelli asked me to at least say one joke to everybody. That in the day one, when I met with Santelli, I told him I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physicist or mathematician. And when we received the invitation about this conference back about 6 months ago or 3 months ago, and we received this meeting agenda with the title is called the title is called Li something, Li admissible or admittable. No, it's Li admissible treatment. So in China, we have a lot of people we never heard about those English because we learn it's textbook English in a very simple term, you know. So, and especially myself, I received the education from the US. We never know the LIE can be pronounced as a Li. So in Beijing, a lot of friends ask me, Ken, what is Li enemy something? I say, I don't know, but from my understanding, LIE is called a lie. Somebody tells something is not true for life. For example, if my wife asks me, do I beautiful today? I say, yes, maybe that's a lie, you know. Not here. But if I tell her the truth, oh, you need to change your clothes or something, do a better cosmetic job, you know, maybe she will hate me. So, but sometimes I need to admit the truth to her. Then my life will become very miserable. So that's how I explained to my friend who asked me what's this conference about. I said somebody make a lie, and if you admit, you will get a miserable life. But for some reason, Dr. Santelli found a way called a lie admissible treatment that can waive you from the miserable life. So end up with, when I come here after 2.5 days learning, I found this is way beyond that. So anyway, that's the, yeah, now I know Li is a very, not ancient, he's a Norwegian scientist, yeah, sophistry, and come up all this universe theory about energy. So the first presenter is my boss, actually. It's from Beijing, China, the CEO of DDI International Industry, and also is MagneGas China joint venture with Santelli's MagneGas USA company. Let's welcome Alan Frank.
Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen. First, let me express my thanks and respect to all the people here, especially the scientists here. I'm an engineer. Dr. Santeli, before the session, Dr. Santeli emailed to me that I can speak in Chinese here. But finally I decided maybe my English is very poor, but I try to express my science to everybody here in my very restricted English, Chinese English. So, before the presentation, let me introduce what is DDI in China. DDI is engineering for environment company in China for 10 years. We built and we did a lot of business in China for wastewater, sludge, and some power plant business in the past 10 years. But from 2008, we tried to find a new technology to support our company strategy for the next 10 years. I think I'm very happy to have a chance to get some information from the website and from MagneGas and to know more about technologies from Dr. Santeli. We think MagneGas should be one of the best technology future to deal with some issues, some problems in the world. For example, waste, sludge, waste water, and waste leaves, waste oils in China. It made me more opportunity and especially the business opportunities for our company in the coming years in China. So I would like to express me thanks and respect to all the scientists, especially Dr. Santeli here again. Thank you for choose DDI as your partner in China, and also we know we are the one of the best your choice in the world for MagneGas to dream to choose for future. I believe.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to my presentation for MagneGas in China. I will have 5 parts of presentation, including some introduction about MagneGas China, second for why we need MagneGas in China, and the third, MagneGas technology applied to waste market in China, and the fourth for energy market, and the second, and the 5 for low carbon and clean world. Let's go to the first page. This is something about MagneGas China status. We have stated everything from the construction of a first factory site in Beijing, named as MagneGas Technology Beijing Company Limited. We have built a factory site about 42 acres on the north part of Beijing, very near to Beijing capital airport. We have a built-up office and an R&D building for MagneGas in that site. Now we have get the first demo machine from MagneGas American on November 20. The machine has been running there for 4 weeks and get very good running condition. And we also have produced 50 cylinders of MagneGas used for manual cutting and automobile driving just for test. And we also invited 10 group of visitors to visit our demo factories. Let's go to MagneGas China factory. This is the entrance of our factory site. This entrance. This is our admission office and R&D building in China for MagneGas. This is our engineering department inside the building. This is our MagneGas technology support department. We also have more other departments for different source, solution, for research and development department, and our marketing department inside the building. This is the entrance of MagneGas Manufacturing Center. These are some of our engineering with head of MagneGas, with clothes of MagneGas, like this one. We already begin. This is our manufacturing outline site. This is our factory demo site for the first one, TAF machine imported last year. This is some liquid waste demo site, including the leach, grease oil, mobile oil, and wastewater with sludge in China. This is some demo procedure on our engineering showing the manual cutting to customer, the visitor. This is some illustration posted on the factory side wall. There's some visitors. Okay. The second word to express is why we need MagneGas in China. Why we selected MagneGas? First, because China has a lot of waste. Maybe it's the biggest waste generation country in the world. We have more wastewater, we have more sludge, we have more grease oil, leach, and mobile oil, and animal waste. So we hope to recycle the waste to energy, not only for future automobile fuel cell, and as burning gas inside the family, and for manual cutting, and also for future power generation. That should be that's the future of the world, especially what we would like to do in China. Why we in MagneGas China? First is because MagneGas is turning waste to energy. It's best for side best technology turning waste to energy. Because in China, the past 30 years, China has been the largest waste manufacturing area in the world. So the market for waste treatment and waste recycling is huge. And the second issue for China is the energy issue. China is now have 50% energy relying for import from last year. All right. So China also have a very huge challenge of reducing energy consumption. But the MagneGas is the only solution that could solve both issues in one shot. Why we need MagneGas China? Because MagneGas is the best technology that makes liquid waste being fully recycled. We use total mode. We can recycle 100% of liquid waste into clean energy, it should be special purpose of waste for disposal. We in MagneGas China because it produces clean energy. All the testing results have shown that MagneGas is the most clean energy when burning. The emission of MagneGas contains 12 to 50% of breathable oxygen and nearly zero nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrocarbons. And also MagneGas can be used in future as a supplement to coal and some natural gas for family, for power plant, for some industries to reduce emissions of greenhouse and some dangerous gas, dangerous emissions. We need MagneGas China because this is a very good precise and cost-effective precise. The test has shown that MagneGas could provide a higher energy transport efficiency. If you put 1 kilowatt with wastewater feedstock, you can produce 3 or 5 kilowatt energy for gas and heat. Even 10 times or more increase if using optimized feedstock. For the business in China, first we focus on the waste market in China. The number one, we will focus on the sewage treatment and water recycle market in China. Because China now have 59% of sewage water were treated in the main cities in China, but in which just only 10% of wastewater goes to the recycled. That means we have 41% room growth in sewage treatment and about 94.5% for water recycle market. That's a huge market in the next few years, next 5 years. We have built 1,000 sewage plants, and total treated volume is about 100 million tons a day. And this market still need at least a 50% increase in the new plant each year. And the Chinese government is now making the strategic policy. The nation's development for the next 5 years, and the total investment will reach down to $400 billion for the next 5 years. The water recycle market, in the next 5 years, government will, as guarantee, will invest $120 billion into recycled water because China now have many places they need to get the fresh water, and this market also represents a 30% annual increase for business growth. The sludge treatment, the wastewater 2 is for sludge treatment. This is a very important market for us for coming years because sludge in China is very difficult for treatment because it's special than Euro and American because the sludge, Chinese sludge, most of Chinese sludge is came from the sewage treatment plant. But the sewage treatment plant treated a lot of water from a chemical factory and some industry factory. So most contaminants, chemicals, and heavy metals goes to the wastewater and sewage plant. And the sludge, the final sludge, is very difficult to get recycled. So China now generated In China, only for sludge, each year it's about 30 million tons of sludge need to be recycled. The 30 million tons recycled means include water content of 80%. That equals 200 million tons for 3% of TSS contains sludge. That's a very, very huge market. Need to be recycled. For past technology in China, all the sludge goes to landfill area. But now you know in China there's no enough space for landfill, especially when it contains 80% of water. So Chinese government has decided to seek the best available technology since 2009. But by now, Chinese have not found the best available technology for sludge. In China, some big cities have built 9 sludge treatment demo plants for some processes, including incineration, composting, digester, processing, gasification, carbonization, and some biodecomposing demo plant for sludge recycle, but still have numerous problems that need to be solved. So we should have more market in this area. The waste syrup. The third waste is leach. The leach is produced from landfill area and something from a garbage burning plant. This is one of the biggest concerns in our city in China due to massive industrial and municipal sludge with heavy metal in landfill area. Simple reason for heavy metals. The leach contains very high COD, T1, and TN, and some heavy metal contaminants. And nowadays, China has about 180 million tons per year of leach produced. And only about 90% came from landfill area, and 70% from garbage burning plant, and 30% from composting. But most leach were transferred to soil plant for treatment, to trade in the past years. So China attempted to build a new leach treatment plant with a capability of handling 100 tons per day using membrane, natural fuel, and chemical filter. But the cost is very high. So we think MagneGas technology can be the best selection, best technology for this area in China future. Number 4, the waste, huge waste in China is grease oil. Everyone knows the Chinese need more grease. So China is now one of the biggest food oil consumption nations in the world. There are 3 million tons consumption each year, and about 10% of it directly goes to the sewage pipe. Because you know there's no grease trap system in China. So the grease collection system, grease treatment system should have a great opportunity, business opportunity for the new technologies. And the government recently announced a new policy on July 20 of last year for reinforcing the control and management for the grease oil problem. Because some of grease oil is returned back to the food industry. So we hope we to use the total recycle to recycle the grease oil into MagneGas. And for this year, 2011, we will collaborate with at least one of cities in China to start a grease oil treatment project to as a demo project for other cities. Number 5, the waste, industry waste oil. China generates about 4 million tons of industrial waste oil per year, and it needs to be recycled by cost-effective technology. Right now, most of the waste oil is recycled and used as a raw material for chemical industries. And each city have few licensed companies allowed to recycle oil, and more than 50% of it goes to other small shops without license. It's a big mess in the market. So China government hopes to find the ultimate solution to regulate waste oil market. So the same way we will turn it into the useful MagneGas and clean energy. And we have discussed this and negotiated with some cities to try to recycle their industrial waste oil to make the MagneGas, then use it to mix with natural gas in the city for bus and taxis supplement to clean the city's environment and keep the human life in good condition. With the 6, some chemical organics. For example, because we know chemical organics, for example, anti-pressure, and some methane is a waste from the industry. It's very good feedstock source of MagneGas technology. On the coming year, we will try to find the gas yield from the chemical organics and test various OH-based waste chemicals and try to understand the cost effectiveness of MagneGas. The 4 is for the market for energy in China. The number 1 is to replace the propane and the ethylene for metal cutting and welding in China. In China nowadays, for the metal cutting and the welding market, China needs very huge amount of about 1 billion kilogram per year for consumption. It equals 200 million cylinders a year for the metal cutting and welding gas. Because the ethylene is made from cow cutting in China and made a big pollution to cities' environment. So government encouraged the gas companies to develop new replacement gas to ethylene. But you know, MagneGas has much better cost structure than ethylene and propane, both in the cost in price and excellent performance than ethylene and propane. So we will have more advantage replacing the original gases in this market. This is the number 1 market for the energy for MagneGas China in coming years. Number 2, we will try to do some business to cooperate with some compressed natural gas. Not to total replace them. Just first we need to do some mixing with natural gas to begin China market. Because in China, the natural gas has very low price, very low price. But China is the biggest consumption for natural gas in the world. one of biggest country for consumption in the world. Some forecasting site total consumption by 2020 will be 200 billion cubic meter, and 40% of it will rely on importing. So China government encouraged private companies invest into natural gas production and all logistics support chain. Forecasting, the price of natural gas will raise in the next 5 years about 20 or 30%. It's the minimum, I think. But we know MagneGas can be competitive future when we made some big machines in China. For like water machines, it can be more cost competitive and get more market to replace the natural gas future. The third for energy is about hydrogen. We all know that hydrogen is the real clean energy in the world. But in China now, very pure hydrogen was sold about 9 to 12 US$ cubic meter. And China also has a lot of projections for hydrogen, from fossil fuel, water, electrolysis, but would all hydrogen be used in a reasonable way due to its big cost for transportation and some risk of leaking and the composting cost and the safety issues. So we are working on locating suitable PSA technology in China for hydrogen separation for future, because when we separate the hydrogen from MagneGas, we should get a special hydrogen means MagneGas means MagneHydrogen. It can provide greater advantage than ordinary hydrogen in the world. So it should have a potential giant market. We are now working, contacting with government authority in China to promote the MagneGas hydrogen and the MagneHydrogen research and development and fund support, because this is very huge market for us. The energy for is for clean electricity generation. Because we know recently, Dr. has accomplished the first electric generation model with a new design TAE system, which has produced gas plus heat with about 10 to 12 times more energy output than electricity input. So if we see the efficiency of heat exchange at 30 or 35%, that means the system can generate 3 to 5 times of new electricity, which is new clean energy for the liquid waste, liquid waste. Everyone knows electricity will huge market for every company, goes for us. So we are planning to initiate a collaboration with 2 top-tier steel mills, one of in Shanghai, one of in Bordeaux City, the biggest steel mill factories, to build in the first waste-to-electricity project at the first half of 2011. We are now on the discussion on those with them. So we know we will get the best life when we realize our dream of low carbon and clean world based on the MagneGas. We are dreaming, or we are hoping one day in the city, all the liquid waste collected into the MagneGas machine and producing energy-friendly MagneGas, and we can use it to family, bus station, You can use it for power generation, use it for steel refining plant, and finally decrease the whole green power emissions in the city, in the country, in the world. So we will realize a very good low carbon future in the world. This is the dream of MagneGas China, both MagneGas America. Okay, so welcome. Every people here have chance to China, to visit us, visit MagneGas China. In coming years, we believe we will succeed in that based on the giant market, based on our science, our courage and our great team in China. We also hope we have opportunity to organize next conference for new technology and new energy for MagneGas. No.
No,
Yeah.
No, we only new energy.
New energy.
New clean energy and fuel. No lie.
Yeah, in coming year, maybe 2012, welcome our people here to go to China to join our next session, next conference. Thank you very much.
Is there any question
Yes,
for the MagneGas application in China? Yes, Dr. Yin.
Hey Alan, that's MagneGas to better China and hopefully the whole world.
In first year, we will have a PR to government because we have a demonstration there, but it cannot fully be understood to some government people. So our policy is 2011, we should build some demo, maybe small plant in some steel mill plant in some cities to recycle their liquid waste to show the government people this huge technology. These are excellent and top level technology for China's environment and future. So first year, the main investment from our company. Right. We will hope in the second year and the third year, the most policy, government, fund and environment will go together with that. So the big market will be the next 3 or next 4 years, I think.
Products.
Well, new party in China. So we only invited 10 groups to visit our factory. Everything will begin after the patent be formally applied. So
You remember to say by the Greeks, beware the Trojan horse.
But you are. So any other?
The Chinese government, because all the list of initiatives that originated from the central government in China are clearly intended for the betterment of the people in China and the betterment of the environment. I am an environmentalist, so I want to be on record to praise the Chinese government very clear, very openly from my heart. By comparison, I have to unfortunately to denounce our government in the United States of America that is exactly the opposite. Rather than helping us, you have no idea the obstruction. In 2 years, we have been unable to do a test on leachates in America because the obstruction from the government are beyond imagination. Beyond the obstruction. Forget the help or any help of any type. Forget about it. No, it's the obstruction that are most damaging. I want to be on record. This is recorded, this conference. I want my word to be on record because they are true, documented, amply documented. Thank you, China, again. Thank you.
So any question? If not, we give a hand.
please come.
Yeah. So thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Allora,